Welcome back to my cave, once again, humans. Now, in previous videos, I've kind of divvied the bosses, like 2 per video, but you know what? I think we should just finish this game up right here and now. There's really not that much left. There's a couple more stages, but it's kind of the same idea. Just go around, maybe find some keys and run into dead ends and whatnot. But hey, at least you get to do it all as Gold Raichu. I'm half joking, but I'm half not joking. Being able to play as Raichu really does make this game kind of fun, in my opinion. Just because it's Raichu, he's an underrated Pokemon that really deserves more love from the Pokemon Company. I wouldn't say these are the prettiest sprites of him, though. Ooh, new power-up. Let's see what we got here. And this does... get back here. Oh, it's a spinny tail. Nice. I wouldn't exactly call that practical, but hey. Alright, now where was I? Oh yeah, the sprites. I do get that they're supposed to be based specifically off his Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Crystal sprites. And to be fair, I really do like those sprites just because they give Raichu a lot of size presence. But I can understand if you're not the biggest fan of them. Anyway, yeah, there is a boss up here, and it is... Wait, Gengar is a boss in this game? We just fought Haunter, and now we're fighting Gengar? 2 Pokemon from the same line as bosses? Did he just turn into... What is going on? And you know what is even weirder? Gengar is actually weaker than Haunter in this game. Like, I'm not kidding. This boss is an absolute joke. It may look like he's taking a ton of hits, but there he goes. He's dead. Yeesh. Basically, all he does is summon these slow-moving Ghastlies and turns into Haunter for some reason and just... Come on, Gengar is better than that. He deserved a better boss fight than that. Anyway, I've pretty much finished this area. There's not much to do here, so I'm just gonna fast forward through this area. Running into more dead ends. Seriously, that conveyor belt. Why did it even exist? There was a conveyor belt in that section. It's only used once in the entire game, and the area it is used for is pointless. There's no item at the end of those conveyor belts. Their use was basically wasted on a path to a dead end. Ooh. Okay, is that glove stronger than the one I got? No, it isn't. It gives more attack, but I think getting more defense is a bit more important. Anyway, here's a new area. I don't think I've shown you this area in my videos yet. Well, at least we got a different background. Nice brick wall with missing bricks. It's... yeah. Sadly, the graphics aren't that good in this. But we did get a new item. Oh, cool, it's the axe from... I'm kidding, of course. It's the axe from Castlevania, but in that game, you also throw arcing axes, so I thought I'd make the joke. Sadly, compared to that one Dragon Quest VIII bootleg I showed you a while ago, the graphics in this are very drab. And it's the same game. It's literally just the same game with different graphics. Why did they go with such simplistic, minimalistic tile sets for this? They could have easily have done more. Also, I get that there's no real Pokemon side-scrolling platformers, at least not any official ones, but come on, I mean, there's a broken graphic tile there. Come on, guys. And just 8-bit Super Mario World graphics, maybe even Yoshi's Island graphics, and, oh, well, at least I know where the boss door is. I'm gonna save that for later, because I want to find Brock first. It's just, come on, you couldn't have done more with the graphics? Judging by the Dragon Quest VIII bootleg, you absolutely could have done more. But this is what you gave us. This is the drab, uninspired graphics you gave us. But at least the game is mostly functional, even if it's not well constructed. Ooh, another key. Wait a minute. Hold the ketchup and mayonnaise. I'm fighting a Poliwag this late in the game? A Poliwag. Not even a Poliwhirl or a Poliwrath. A Poliwag. And Ekans this late in the game. The enemy placement doesn't make any sense. But then again, so much of the level design doesn't make any sense. What am I expecting at this point? A Poliwag this late in the game. That's just par for the course by now. And here we have another new area. And oh, okay, that big old Tauros is actually kind of scary. And what is going on with my inventory? Why is everything all glitched up? Yeah, it's functional in the gameplay department, but in the presentation department, not so much. Maybe it's just the lack of fluidity to those axes, but they really do remind me more of than they do Castlevania. I don't know, in Castlevania, I'm used to the axes looking more fluid, even in the original. They look kind of slow here. But whatevs, I have a feeling these axes might come in handy, so I'll keep them equipped. Let's see. As far as I know, there's not actually much here, but let's explore anyway. It's actually one of the more interesting looking decors. Got another key. That'll come in handy. Let's see, I think I got 4 more bosses in the game. There's still that one door we came across that I couldn't open, even with a key. I'm assuming you have to beat all of the bosses in the game before that door opens. Ooh, a helmet! Wonder if that's stronger than the helmet I got. Well, I guess I wasn't wondering at the time, since right now I'm dawdling again. Whatevs. Alright, let's see what's down here. There's good old Brock. Let's just save, and let's explore the rest of the area. Even if there's no boss down here, maybe there's a cool item. I don't know, I think... I'm not sure how many special weapons are in the game. I got a shuriken, I got the boomerang cross, I got the spinning tail, I got a healing spell, and now I got the axe. And that was it for this section. There is a boss, but it's accessed somewhere else, so let's fast forward. If you recall correctly, there was a boss door we didn't go through. Well, why don't we go ahead and go through that boss door, shall we? Gotta get to it, and here it is. Let's see what the boss is this time. It's Machamp! Good call, but if you can even believe it, this guy is even more of a joke than Gengar was. Yeah, how about that? Dead already. Another Pokemon that deserved better. And still no Snorlax. Like I said though, do I really want to fight Snorlax? Snorlax is one of my favorite Pokemon. He's just such a big, intimidating wall of a creature, but he's also kind of adorable. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest, Alpha Snorlax makes Legends Arceus for me. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that. Sometimes I go back just to buff up my Alpha Snorlax, and sometimes I kinda try and record him fighting a trio of tough enemies. And there's just something about watching him step about with his great big feet. I just imagine the screen shaking every time he does, and there's a thump with every step. Good stuff. Good stuff. One thing I do have to commend this game for is sticking, for the most part, with the Pokemon theme. Almost every single enemy in the game is a Pokemon. What the? Come on, get up there. What is going on? Why can't I get up there? Come on. Oh yeah, the game is functional. Totally functional. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I do have to commend. Every enemy is a Pokemon. Every boss is a Pokemon. Except for one in both cases. There's a generic slime monster that isn't Grimer or Muck, yet it's the same color and might as well be of one of those two. But it's neither! And Grimer does appear in the game. As for the one boss that isn't a Pokemon, that's the Yellow Devil Minotaur that could have been Dusclops. But wait, Dusclops? You do realize this game only uses Pokemon from Gens 1 and 2. Hold on to that thought for a bit. You might be surprised later on. Not much happens for a while, but I did want to revisit this one seemingly impossible jump I found a while ago. Now that I have the double jump, maybe I can clear it. No, it doesn't, no, I don't think it's possible. Is there anything even back there? For all I know, it's another dead end. And it could be the most OP weapon in the game, but I don't know, because I have no idea how to get over there. And for all I know, it could just be a glitched tile set. There could be nothing back there. There might not even be a doorway to the next area. I don't know. And speaking of the next area, gonna try and cut out all the fillers. So, no, we're treading past ground. You've already seen all that. So, let's come back here. Arbok, Arbok, Arbok. We meet again. I feel like I'm getting the hang of killing these things, though. And let's see what's down here. I don't think I've showed off much of this stage. I've shown off, like, the half with Haunter in it. Seriously, Haunter and Gengar as a boss? And Haunter is stronger despite being a pre-evolution? Good lord. What is this game? This game right here. Oh, but if you think that's weird, I've got something quite surprising later on. Stupid Arbok, how did it respawn? And of course, it's another dead end. This game and its dead ends. Dead ends, dead ends, dead ends. And of course my controls are reversed and the Arbok respawns again. Frickin' Arbok. Okay, do I really want to kill the poor little Teddy Ursas? Or Teddy Ursas? How do you pronounce it? And Ursa Ring's in the same level. Okay, fitting, but, why do I have to hurt the poor little teddy Ursas? Even Ursa Ring's kind of annoying here. I know a lot of these enemies have very mindless AI. In fact, they don't have AI. I don't think anything in this game has AI. Just a script to follow, but oof, And I noticed that in a lot of bootleg games, where a lot of enemies and bosses will not have AI. Just a script. Just a predetermined script, and that's all they ever do. Like, there's this one Mega Man bootleg game, I forget what it was called. Not the one I did a video on. This one's a different one. It's, I want to say Zook Hero Z or something like that, or... No, I think it was Rockman X3 or something like that on the Rockman CX3. Something or other on the Game Boy Color. Yeah, it did that whole pre-scripted BS instead of AI. So every boss is like super easy. Well, every main boss, a lot of the mid-bosses feel impossible. Most of the mid-bosses have unavoidable attacks. And usually they're able to kill you before you kill them. Alright. On to the... Dang it! I do not think I've showed you this area yet. It's about the last area to show you. One of the last few bosses in the game resides here. There won't be any more pushover bosses. This is where things get serious. I wouldn't say things are super difficult, but let's just wait and see. Okay, so another Arbok. Arrgh! Arbok, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, hate you, hate you. Can I... got him. Stupid, those things that reverse your controls. I guess my controls aren't reversed right now, though? But he hit me with that projectile. But I can jump. I can jump in multiple different directions. When they shoot that reverse control thing, usually you can't jump sideways. You can only jump straight up. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay, up here. And there's the boss door. But I'm not ready to go in there just yet. I want to see if I can't find Brock anywhere. Brock! Brock! Where are you? Open your eyes, damn it! I'm calling you! Where are you? Well, maybe he's down here. There he is! Good old Brock, right where I need him. Another dead end, and, what? Ooh, you can just walk over it? He can't jump down? Raichu can't fit his fat ass through that hole? Yeah, that big fat belly is pretty good for tanking through attacks and intimidating the opponent with, but it's not very good for fitting through holes, unfortunately. Though don't worry, you'll get other uses for it, Raichu. Raichu is one of those Pokemon that kinda slimmed down over the years. As for the boss, we got a Mew here. And from what I can tell, Mew is kind of a mirror match. It whips its tail out, it slides around with its big feet forward. Wait, why can't Raichu slide with its big feet forward? Here we have two iconic big-footed Pokemon, and Raichu never uses his big feet for anything. It kind of makes me sad. Then again, the original Golden Crystal Raichu sprite didn't really show off the big feat that well. In any case, I beat Mew. There's a few strategies I could use to beat him or her. Does Mew have a gender? Now that I've said that, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some Crywalkers who are gonna complain at me over that. Honestly, kinda sick of Crywalkers. Yeah, I get it. You claim you don't like forced minorities and messages and whatnot, but then you complain about every little thing that doesn't star straight white men or sexually attractive women. And I want to avoid ranting as much as possible, so I'm gonna cut it short here. Anyway, there's not much left to this area, but I did kind of want to show something annoying. I mean, if you want to see me inconvenienced, you're about to see it in just a little bit. Alright, so all we have to do is go down here, or up there, probably to a dead end as usual. That is usually the case anyway. That might be another reason why I just want to get this series done. The dead ends. The dead frickin' ends that lead to nowhere. Like, once again, the conveyor belts that are completely pointless because the only use they have in the entire game is to make it harder to get to an area with nothing in it. And speaking of which, now it's time we fight this Arbok. I want to see what's behind that Arbok. Yeah, if I can even get close to it and see the frickin' floor. What? The floor is blocked by the HUD. It's difficult to know where you can and can't stand because you'll end up falling into the next area. Doesn't help that I have to deal with those projectiles that reverse your controls if they hit you. Come on, used to it. This is what you wanted, people. This is what you wanted. Or at least this is what I'm assuming you want. I'm not entirely sure. I can't back that up, but whatever. I know a lot of people can relate to someone who gets frustrated over games. I know I'm that kind of person. Might be why I watch Angry Video Game Nerd so much. Might be why I reference him so much, too. But I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. Just happens to kind of be mine. Alright, let's go teach that snaky bastard a lesson. Maybe. Well, probably. I think that's another thing I haven't said in a while. Well, probably. It's from Magical Shop and Arcade Amenobashi. It's kind of the two kids, they're trying to get back home after getting sent to different dimensions and whatnot. And they have to complete a quest, and once they beat the boss of that quest, a goblin appears, and the goblin will send them back to their home. And when he says they'll send him back to his home, he always ends with saying, well, probably I'll beat this damn Arbok this time. But those stupid projectiles, and I have to figure out where the floor is. Gotta keep in mind that. Okay, he's dead. Now I just gotta wait for the. No! Yeah. That's the issue. When my controls are reversed, you can't jump sideways. You can only jump up and down. Okay, he's done again. Come on. I wish this thing would be done with. How will I know? We'll just fast forward to be safe. But no, not yet. Really? I didn't fast forward enough. Just, Come on. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, you snaky bastard. Die! Ugh, crap. Urgh. Come on. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. Come on, just move back and forth. Da, 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 da. Okay, I think my controls are fine now. Don't get your controls reversed. Don't get your controls reversed this time. Come on, just thread the needle. Just pay attention to his attacks. Your tail can dissipate those projectiles. Okay, and what? What the fuck? This game is totally functional! After restarting the game, I figured there was nothing behind that Arbok worth going after, so I'm just gonna fast forward through all this. These are all areas you've seen, and just get to the last couple of bosses. Really, just that's it. That's really all there is left to this game. Just the last two bosses. You've seen basically every area that I've seen anyway, and there's really not much else to explore. I'm pretty sure that one area is impossible to get to, so not even gonna attempt to try and get to there, and just, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I did a little bit of dawdling, and here we are near the end of the game, and if you recall correctly from my last video or a previous video, there's this one door I can't open. My guess is that I have to beat all the bosses first before I can get in here. Well, as far as I know, there is one more boss to defeat. You guys want to see the last boss? I don't think you're prepared for it. After all, it really makes no sense that this is not the final boss. Well, after some preparations, I'm gonna show you the final boss. But before I do that, I'm just going to use save states because I don't want to have to go and find Brock or anything. In other words,
that's right, we're gonna cheat.
Here it is. The penultimate boss is Ditto and Mewtwo. Yeah, Mewtwo. Not even the final boss. Mewtwo is not the final boss in this game. Who's left? Who's left after Mewtwo? How is this not the final boss? Mewtwo is certainly tough enough to be the final boss. And he doesn't even fight you alone. He's got Ditto buzzing around like a buzzsaw. What's going on? Come on. Ugh. It's hard to deal with Mewtwo and Ditto at the same time. This is tough enough to be the final boss, but it's not the final boss. What is going on here? And I'm dead. This is why I use save states. I do not want to have to go back and find Brock. But anyway, let's do this right. I think if I can just get rid of Ditto, Mewtwo should be easier to beat. And remember, your tail can dissipate those projectiles. Ugh. Still a lot going on, though. But remember, tail can dissipate projectiles. Ditto is really hard to deal with. And come on, and don't forget, use your healing spell to keep your life up, and also use magic items to boost your magic, since I don't have any life boosting items. Come on, frickin' A. Come on. You can do it. Just refill your magic and keep your life up. Come on. Use that tail. Dissipate those projectiles. Alright, Ditto is dead. Now just Mewtwo is left. Come on! Just keep whipping. Whipping for dear life. Come on. Come on! Yeah! Whew. Alright. I beat Mewtwo, and as you can see, the game is still going on. It still baffles me. That was not the last boss. It was hard enough to be the last boss, but no, that was not the last boss. So, let's go back to that door. Let's go back to that door. Or dawdle, I guess. Okay, we're getting back on track. The final boss is upon us. The real final boss. Not the guy in the game over screen. Not the iconic, badass, evil boss Pokemon everyone knows from the first game. No. Here he is. The final boss. But before I show you him, I just want to pause. Before I show you the final boss of this game, I want you to think about any Pokemon you could possibly think of to be a final boss. If it's not Mewtwo, who is it? Lugia? Ho-Oh? Charizard? Who is it? Who could it be? Well, it is none of those. After grinding for magic for a bit and using save states, I finally took on the final boss of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, the final boss of this game, I present to you Glalie. The final boss of this game is Glalie. Frickin' Glalie. Not even an uber all-powerful boss. Glalie. Yeah, remember when I said there were no Gen 3 Pokemon? I lied. There's one Gen 3 Pokemon in this entire game, and it's Glalie. I'm willing to assume that Generation 3 was relatively new by the time it came to China, so they didn't have that many things to work with, and they saw Glalie and assumed it was an all-powerful god Pokemon. And in hindsight, if you look at Glalie, you can sorta see it, but come on, guys. Whatever. Let's fight Glalie. Use those axes, they're gonna come in pretty handy. Those projectiles he spits are destroyable, as are his hands. I can see why this is the final boss, but I almost feel like Mewtwo was harder. Alright, come on, Glalie. Well, not that this boss is a pushover. Avoiding those hands is difficult, at the very least. Don't have any healing items, so I'm just gonna have to use the axe, I guess? Come on, use that healing spell. Yeah, I needed to use it at least once. Okay. Store the projectiles. Store the hand. Now, finish him off.
No! It cannot be!
I did it! I did it! I beat Glalie! And now it is time for the glorious ending. Yeah, that was it. Were you expecting much of an ending? I'm sorry to say that's all you got. But anyway, that is Syntax's Raichu Metroidvania. Until next time, I'm Baalf, and the cave... Actually, no, hold on. Before I end the video, I kind of just want to say something. I feel like I take you guys for granted, and I don't say this enough, but if you are watching this video, and if you are watching this far into the video, thank you for being a viewer. Thank you for taking the time to watch these dumb little videos I made for fun. I know I'm not one of those big flashy YouTubers with big budgets and Patreon accounts and whatnot, but I don't think any of that matters. What matters is that you guys are awesome, and I thank you for watching my videos. And honestly, I hope you guys have your own accounts with your own following. I know I seem like a tough, cold, misanthropic dude at times, but my heart's not made of stone. I get tear-jerked over starving children commercials just like anyone else. And I know how it is with a lot of us. We're just trying to survive in this mad world. In a way, we're not all that different from each other. And so I thought I'd take some time to give a shout out to my viewers and all those people out there trying to make it on YouTube. And I think this is where I can end the video. Until next time, I'm Baalf, and the cave is closed. And the Raichu Metroidvania playthrough is finally over.
So after you beat the boss, you get to see the best ending in video game history.
What a piece of shit.
Pickle.